Are we ready to go?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our January zoning board meeting. My name is Tom Fox, member of the board, substituting for our chairman, Phil Rabina. Let's introduce members of the board that are here. Mr. Gattone.
You're muted,
You're
Jeff.
muted.
Jeff, you're muted.
Now I'm okay.
Yep.
Jeff Gattone, member of the board.
All right.
Bill Harsh, member of the
Dr.
board.
Hartz? And I
Harley
don't
Jones,
see-
alternate member of the board.
And I don't see, oh, Jared?
Jared Bartz, member of the board.
All right, we have one decision to make. Turn that over to Mr. Price. One decision to vote on.
Thanks. Steve Price, solicitor to the board. This is appeal 2023-36. In re appeal of Batista Investments LLC relative to a property located at 317 Franklin Street, City of Reading, Berks County, Pennsylvania. Is there a motion to approve the requested relief subject to the conditions in the written decision, which include that the applicant must sprinkler the property as according to code and also get 2 off-street parking spaces from the City of Reading Parking Authority?
So move.
Is there a second?
Second,
There's a motion and a second. Are there questions or comments on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Ayes have it.
All right, the next is a continued case, which was appeal 2023-16, 1238 Locust Street. And I'll turn the comment over to our zoning administrator.
Emily Diaz-Melendez with the zoning office. In speaking with the applicant, the bank is still hasn't given them a letter regarding an appraisal. And so they only contacted the zoning office maybe a week or 2 before Christmas, and the inquiry was answered right before New Year's. And so we would recommend one more continuance until February. At that point, a decision would have to be made. And according to the applicant, depending on the result of the appraisal, this may or may not, he may or may not continue the application. And so it would be the zoning office's recommendation to extend one more continuance until February.
So there needs to be a motion to approve that 1-month continuance to the February meeting.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Are there any comments or questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. So Emily, if you'd let the applicant know that he has until the February hearing to get his ducks in line, and then otherwise it'll be denied and he'll have to reapply.
Okay, will do.
Thank you.
All right, the only hearing that we will hear tonight is appeal number 2023-35, 1849 Perkiomen Avenue. Is the applicant here?
Yes, Todd Mays on behalf of the applicant. The applicant is present with me.
And you're gonna have to swear Emily in and we'll put some exhibits in, Mr. Fox.
Please raise your right hand,
All
Emily.
right.
Do you swear the testimony about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Do we want to proceed with the attorney, sir? Do you want to do an offer of proof?
Sure. Before we get started, I did have a chance.
Let me put the exhibits in if I can first, if, okay? So,
All right,
proof of posting, you can attest to proof of posting of the property?
Yes,
All right, so then I'll put exhibits 1 through 5 in. The notice of the hearing is exhibit number 1. Exhibit number 2 is proof of posting of the notice. Exhibit number 3 is proof of publication of the notice. Exhibit number 4 is the application, including all of its attachments. And exhibit number 5 is the zoning ordinance of the city of Reading as amended. This was continued from last month because there was an additional variance that needed to be requested for a sign at the subject property. And with that, we'll turn it over to the attorney for the applicant. He can enter his appearance and he can do an offer of proof.
Thank you. Todd Mays on behalf of the applicant, Mr. Sean Sanga, who is the principal owner of God is One LLC. First, before we get started, I did have a chance to review our request for the variance of the roof signage. We're going to be withdrawing the request for the variance of the roof signing after review of all of the ordinances and the procedural requirements for the signage.
So the only thing you're asking for then is an expansion of your operating hours, is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah, we asked for special exception of the operating hours. Essentially, the building is a non-conforming use at 1849 Perkiomen Avenue, Reading, Berks County, Pennsylvania. The approved hours of the prior business was Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are seeking to expand those hours from Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and adds additional day of Sunday with the hours of 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. The applicant does operate a convenience store and grocery store out of that operation. They sell essential groceries, toiletries, and some tobacco products. We do not believe that there will be any detriment to the environment of the R3 residential zone that the applicant operates his business in, and that we can satisfy section 600-1201 of the statute.
And to the best of your knowledge, there's not been any incidents with the Reading Police Department or any problems at the store since the applicant got its original permission?
That is correct. There has been no contact with the Reading Police.
And Emily, let me ask you, have you had any feedback from the Reading Police about any problems at that property
no, sir,
or codes?
no.
Okay, I don't have any other questions.
I have one question for Emily concerning the signage. Is what the attorney said, does that satisfy the zoning rules?
Yeah, they would have to remove that signage, but other than that, I did exchange an email with the attorney. They'll be getting me revised site plans for that wall signage, but based on the dimensions that they gave to me, it complies with the ordinance. And then I did see today that there was an additional zoning permit submitted for window signage. That one is assigned to Ruth, and so depending on her review, they may need to submit something revised, or they may meet the ordinance, but they are allowed window signage. So as long as they remove that roof sign, we'll be fine.
So this basically says that they meet your staff report requirements.
Yes.
All right, I guess anybody have anything or any questions they want to ask the attorney? Well, then I don't see anybody on the screen, but Emily, is there anybody that wants to comment at all, either for or against, or have a comment that you can see or you know?
No, no one on Zoom, and there's no one in the office right now.
You
All
got
right,
Mr. Mays.
I'm sorry?
You got off easy, I said.
Yeah, that worked out well, yes. Thank you all.
So,
I guess that would conclude everything, would it not?
yes, it would, Mr. Fox.
Well, this is a short session, and I guess with that, we'll close and we'll see you in February.
I think it's the shortest session we've had in 30 years.
I believe so.
It's tied with one about 2 months ago, but yeah, it's up there.
Pretty quick, yeah. All right, so gentlemen,
All right.
you want to stay on so we can discuss this? Oh,
Sure.
Yeah.
we're gonna have a meeting anyways.
Hey, gentlemen.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
thank you.
We can do it.
Let me.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, good
All
night.
right.
So